everyone, it's Jordan, and today I'm going to be doing the January book tag. So this tag was trending last year. I didn't get a chance to do it, but I'll link the original video down below so you guys can check it out. Basically, it's almost like the New Year's book tag, but specifically about reading goals, like what's your goal for the year, and all the beginning of the year stuff. But I've been wanting to do this tag since I didn't get a chance to do that last year, so let's get to the book tag. So the first question is, what was your last book you've read last year? And the last book that I've read last year was the Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell by Chris Colfer. I really enjoyed this book. It's a really cute middle grade story about two siblings who got transported into a book of fairy tales that their grandmother gave them, and it was a lot of fun, and I do plan on continuing on with the series. And the next question is, what was your first read this year? My first read of this year is The Assault of Caramel by Amanda Flower. This is basically about a woman whose grandparents who are Amish. She visiting them because her grandfather was pretty ill, and then there was a murder that went on into her grandparents' candy shop, and I thought it was a good read so far. So yeah, if you're looking for a cozy mystery, this is one of the ones I definitely would recommend, and I can't wait to continue on with this series as well. And the next question is to share 3 reading goals that you have for this year. Well, my first reading goal is to stop treating reading like a chore. That's my goal for this year. I just want to love reading again, and I don't want to treat it like a chore just because of what happened last year in 2022. I got married, and I did treat reading like a chore while trying to balance my time planning my wedding. So that's my goal for this year for one. The second thing is always every year is catch up on the sequels that I've been behind on, and I'm still trying to catch up with the series that I've been in the middle of. I have like maybe 30 sequels on my TBR right now. That's how badly it's gone, and I'm trying to catch up on the series that I've been wanting to continue on. So reading sequels is the second reading goal of mine, and third reading goal is try to read books that my husband has gifted to me in the past, because he doesn't like it how he gives me a book but I haven't read any of them. I did read a couple that he has given to me, so that's another reading goal of mine, is catch up all the books that have been gifted to me. And the next question is sure you share 3 of your most anticipated releases. And one of my most anticipated release is Lion in the Deep by Diana Urban, who's the author of All Your Twisted Secrets and These Deadly Games. And this is basically another of her YA mystery books that takes place on a cruise ship, which I'm really excited about because I've been loving all the books that she has read so far. And the next one that I'm anticipating for is House of Roots and Ruin by Aaron A. Craig, which is the sequel to House of Salt and Sorrows. And this was, if you haven't read the first book is a retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses, but a murder mystery twist to it. That's all I'm giving us a synopsis because I really enjoyed that one. And my last anticipated release that I'm definitely anticipating for, but I hate that I had to wait until November to read it, which is Adventures of the Pirate Queen by Trisha Levenseller, which is the official third book of Daughter of the Pirate King series. And I honestly thought it was going to be a duology, but I'm surprised that Trisha Levenseller is going to be continuing on writing for that series, and I'm just really excited about it because I just love the characters and I love the story. So yeah, those are my most anticipated 3 of my most anticipated releases of this year. And the next question is, which goals did you reach and not reach last year? So my reading goal last year was to read at least half of my reading goal for last year, which was 50. So I read 25 books before my wedding, which was a reading goal that I've reached. But unfortunately, I did not reach my reading goal for the whole year, which was 50 books, which is unfortunate, but I'm not going to sit here and complain about it because it's no big deal. I can always try to reach that goal the next year. I always keep it at 50 just because it's easier for me, and with everything going on in my life, I just don't want to put too much pressure on myself, especially when it comes to that. So yeah, those are the goals that I've reached and not reached last year. And the next question is, are there new releases this year that you've heard of but have no desire to read? I would say this question is kind of tricky just because I don't want to talk about like new releases that I'm not interested in, because I know usually I end up changing my mind just based on people's opinions about new releases that are coming out. Some of them I'm like, maybe it's not my taste, but they say like how it's like this book and that book and all that, so I'm not gonna say like if there's any new releases that don't that I have no desire to read, just because I'm trying. My goal as a reader is to try to give every book a chance, and if I change my mind in the future, that's okay, and if I do give it a chance, that's also great. So yeah, that's the answer to this question that I can think of. And the next question is, what are some reading habits you want to change this year, if any? Basically, I mentioned it earlier in this video that the goal of mine, which is the reading habit I do want to change this year, is not reading like a chore, but also for me is to know that even though I read one chapter one day, that's great, and if I read more than 100 pages a day, that's also great. So I should not put too much pressure on myself when it comes to reading, just because, like I said, I've had a lot going on in my life, and I'm just want to try to read when I feel like to read, and if there are days that it will take me longer to read a book, that's okay. So yeah, I'm trying to change that habit of putting pressure on myself when it comes to reading. So yeah, that's my answer to that. And the next question, are there any adaptations you're excited for? There's two that I'm very excited for. One is Daisy Jones and the Six. I am really excited about that, and it comes out in March, and I'm just really excited about that, and that's like my favorite book by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I know I need to read more books by her, but so far that's been my favorite by this author. And oh gosh, what was it called? A Haunting in Venice, which is based on the Halloween Party, which is an Agatha Christie book, and it's the sequel to a Hercule Poirot movie, which is his next one, and I'm just really excited about that. So yeah, there are a few Disney, or not Disney, but BookTube movie BookTube movie or book to TV show adaptations I'm really excited about this year. And the next question is your favorite bookish memory from last year, and I would have to say this because this is kind of like a funny thing, because this was like a last minute, like an accidental theme for my wedding. My husband and I decided to have a Princess Bride themed wedding, because technically it was based on a book before it was a movie, and my mom and I have made our centerpieces, which I'll put a picture right here, made out of paper flowers out of books. So that's because of our first dance was from the end credits scene from The Princess Bride, so that's why it was an accidental wedding theme. So yeah, that was my favorite bookish memory from last year. And the last question is carryovers from last year that you still plan on finishing. I don't have any carryovers from last year. I'm just gonna try to read as many books as much as I can for the new year, and that's a goal of mine, and I don't have any that was carryover last year to this year, so yeah. So that's all for the January book tag. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and comment down below what reading goals that you have for this year. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you know if I post new videos. Also, you can follow me on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads, which all links will be down below for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!